Will you raise your right hand and place your left hand on the Bible? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Will you state your first name and spell your last name?
Raekwon, McFarlin.
Thank you.
May it please the court, your honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Before is Mr. Raekwon McFarlin, here on charges of attempted murder, assault and battery of a high and aggravated nature, possession of a weapon during a violent crime, discharging a firearm into a vehicle, and criminal conspiracy. And those are warrant numbers 2025 A45, 101, 00254, 255, 256, 257, and 258. And Your Honor, he is represented by Attorney Tivis Sutherland. We are here this afternoon on defense motion for a bond to be set. No bond was set at the magistrate level, and he has been detained at the Winsburg County Detention Center since June 26th of this year.
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. May it please the court. Judge, 83 days in pretrial detention. And the solicitor is correct. I was actually at the supposed to be initial bond setting at the magistrate, and the magistrate did forward that case to General Sessions to have the bond heard. This case, I think the salient argument to make here is just the equity argument, that similarly situated co-defendants are treated similarly. There are two co-defendants in the case. One has a $50,000 bond. There's a second co-defendant with a $100,000 bond. However, that co-defendant has an additional set of attempted murder charges, again dealing with as far as I understand, the same individuals with respect to this case. Sir,
It's $100,000 cash bond.
it's a $100,000 surety, sir.
If he's got other charges, it can't be sure.
They
It wasn't
set bond at
violent
the same
offense.
time.
It wasn't violent offense. Well, they arrested him.
Murder's violent offense.
He had another offense in Florence County as well, and then he got picked up on the attempted murder charge at the same time as this one, so no bond was
He wasn't
set.
out on bond.
He wasn't out on bond, that's correct.
Yes, sir. They were all set at the same time.
Okay.
Judge, this young man has a lot of family support, a lot of support in the community. His uncle and aunt are here from Charleston, and when at the appropriate time, his uncle and his aunt would like to address the court. As far as, the danger to the community issue, which, you have to be worried about with violent offenses, he would be living in Charleston. He would not be living in Kingstree. He would be working for his uncle, and his uncle would be teaching him a trade. I'll allow him to address the court in that regard. I think there have been a lot of interesting turns in this case, but I guess the most interesting is that the alleged victim, who is on bond, charged with the murder of his stand-in father, really of his dad, actually showed up to this bond hearing in front of the magistrate and told the magistrate, he said, he did not shoot me. He told the magistrate, he did not shoot me. So whatever that's worth, he's on the record saying that at least the person in the video is not him, and this is the alleged victim in the case, Your Honor. That in and of itself would be an interesting issue as far as litigation. He doesn't have any other pending charges or anything going on in this county. He's a young man, sir. He would be, again, staying in Charleston, staying with family in Charleston, professional family that would put him to work. And ultimately, over time, we would be able to litigate the issues in this case. I understand we're still early on. I did just get the video. I got it in time to look at it before today. But that is one piece of evidence, and there's a record in magistrate court of another piece of evidence of one of the alleged victims saying that was not him. So certainly that is something to.
What's the state position of that video? I just saw it look like him.
It did, Your Honor.
Well, the victim says no. I was just saying, Your Honor.
And I will address that, Your Honor. As you see, the victim is not present in court. Neither one of the victims, they are both unavailable to come. But in regards to that, the victim has been a target for multiple shootings. As he stated, Mr. McCray is out on bond for the shooting death of Mr. McFarland's stand-in father. It has been going on years since he was given a bond that Mr. McFarland and his associates have been shooting at Mr. McCray multiple times. As stated, we talked about in chambers, they have been targeting him, and this is the first time that he has been shot. And he was shot 2 times in the abdomen and 1 time in the arm, if I'm not mistaken. And again, there were innocent people that were in the store at this time that also could have lost their lives, which comes to our argument that Mr. McFarland is not similarly situated as the other two gentlemen. As you see in the video, Mr. McFarland is the one that brazenly goes into the store armed with a firearm and begins shooting while there are other people and consumers in the store at the same time. The other individuals run to their vehicles and are shooting outside of the store. So Mr. McFarland does pose a dangerous threat to the community. And this all was actually taking place while we had so many homicides that were going on in Williamsburg County at the same time.
If I may, Your Honor, I'm really unaware of what the state is talking about with respect to other incidents. I'm aware of one other incident where a co-defendant was involved with these people, but these are the only charges. You know, he's not charged, he's not even accused of getting into any kind of interaction before this day, sir. And this is, you know, these are the issues to be fleshed out over the course of litigation. I don't know that the other co-defendants have an alleged victim coming in there saying it's not him either, sir. But that, you know, that's sort of the purpose of bond. Just get him out, get him down to Charleston. He will be out of the community. Since he's out, he'll be able to come up to Columbia anytime to work with me in preparation of the defense of the case, or if he needs to talk to me. My wife likes to go to Charleston. We go down there, you know, stay for a day and see him and work through some issues on the case. I do think it is fair, and it's certainly principled legally that he should receive a bond in light of the treatment of those co-defendants, sir. And at this time, Your Honor, either his uncle or his aunt, sir. Oh, man, come forward. Yes. And just state your name for the record.
This is Arthur Gordon, with the Banks Construction out in Charleston.
Oh, that's a microphone right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to give him a job. I did work in construction because he contacted me and he was willing to do it.
What kind of construction you do?
Well, at this moment, we're working at the Air Force Base. We're building a firehouse and some kind of secret thing that got going on in the base. We can't explain it. But yeah, we're out there doing some
Okay.
construction.
Thank you.
I'm going to say the Chow Hall or something. It's just Air Force Chow Halls were stunning. They had real steak, Judge. I ate there a couple of times.
I'm his aunt. He my father. I would like for him to come and stay with me if you do let him out. I promise I'm gonna try to get him on the best track I can. I did hear y'all say something about some homicides, but a lot of them happened when he was locked up already. So he couldn't have did it.
Right. And again, we're just
Yeah, I'm
charging
just saying,
this.
like, he ain't did it.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
All right. But he is not a bad child. He really isn't.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Anything else?
Nothing further from the stage, Your Honor.
When can we try this case? When you're in a position we can try it. What else has to happen?
As soon as we get full discovery over to Attorney Sutherland, I don't see why we can't try it by early next year.
Okay. I'm going to deny bond and set a trial date in 90 days. I'll reconsider.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.